Do not laugh. I am a vampire, and I am having the worst night of my immortal life. I had a plan, a beautiful plan, a dark, elegant, terrifying plan. Step 1. Rise from my coffin looking mysterious. Step 2. Sweep through the castle like a curse in a velvet cape. Step 3. Bite someone dramatically under the moonlight. Step 4. Vanish into the fog like a legend. Very simple, very classic, very vampire. But no, tonight, nothing is working. First of all, I woke up late. Do you know how humiliating it is for a vampire to oversleep? The sun was already going down, and I woke up in a panic like, oh no, evening. Evening is happening. I am missing my whole mood. I jumped out of my coffin too fast, hit my head on the lid, and now I have been angry for 3 hours. And then I reached for my cape. My cape. My one dramatic item. My one piece of fashion that says, yes, I drink blood, but I also have taste. It got stuck on a nail in my own coffin room. I stood there, trapped by my own cape, looking less like a prince of darkness and more like a very confused curtain. And that was only the beginning. Then I went to the mirror out of habit. Yes, I know. I do not show up in mirrors. I have been a vampire for over 200 years. I am aware of the rules. And yet, every single time I still woke up like, maybe today. Nothing. Not even a shadow. Just an empty room and my own bad choices. So I sighed, fixed my hair by guessing, and moved on. Then came the real disaster. I was hungry. Not cute hungry. Not, oh, I could have a snack hungry. No. I was ancient, evil hungry. The kind of hungry where the word blood starts sounding like poetry. So I prepared myself for a proper vampire bite. Smoothing voice, slow steps, perfect posture, cold hand on the door, moonlight behind me, everything ready. And then, right as I leaned in to be terrifying, my stomach growled, loudly. Not a noble growl, not a dark growl. It sounded like a witch who arguing with a bucket. The victim looked at me and said, was that you? Was that me? Yes, yes, that was me. The Lord of the Night, the nightmare in the fog, the creature feared across centuries, making lunch noises. So now the mood was gone. I tried to recover. I lowered my voice and said, do not be afraid. And they said, I'm not afraid. You look tired. Tired? Do you hear that? Not terrifying, not beautiful, not immortal. Tired. I left. I had no choice. My dignity was bleeding out faster than anyone else tonight. Then a bat flew into my face. A bat. One of ours. I do not know if he was confused or stupid, but he hit me right in the forehead and then got tangled in my hair. So there I was, in the forest, fighting for my life with my own employee. I'm not even joking. At one point I yelled, "Stop flapping! I am your boss." And do you know what he did? He flapped harder. Then my shoe got stuck in mud. Why was I wearing shoes with buckles to the forest? Because I enjoy fashion. Because I believed in myself. I pulled once, nothing. Pulled twice, nothing. Pulled a third time, and the shoe came off so suddenly I fell backward into a bush. A bush. So now I'm laying in the leaves. One shoe missing, bad hair, no bite, no grace. And think, honestly, this feels targeted. But the night was not done with me. No. Then I heard villagers, angry villagers, with torches. Why do they still use torches? It is deeply rude, also very smoky. So I stood up, tried to look powerful, and gave them my best ancient warning voice. I said, "Leave now or face the wrath of the night." And then I sneezed because of the smoke, right in the middle of the threat. A tiny, ridiculous sneeze. One villager actually said, "Bless you." I cannot rule the shadows after someone blesses me. The authority is gone, destroyed, buried. So I ran. Not in a cool way either. Not a supernatural glide. I ran like a man who just remembered he left soup on the stove. Branches hit my face. My cape caught another tree. At one point, I am almost sure I heard someone laughing. Then, finally, I made it back to the castle. Broken, hungry, covered in leaves, emotionally damaged. I thought, at last peace. I opened the front door, and there, sitting in my favorite chair, was a raccoon. In my castle, eating my emergency blood orange, just staring at me like he paid rent. I looked at him. He looked at me. We both knew I had nothing left. Normally, I would have done something dramatic, turned into mist, glowed red, said something like, "You dare enter my domain." But I was done. So I just pointed at the orange and said, "Really?" And that raccoon, that filthy little criminal, grabbed the rest of it and walked away like I was the problem. I did not stop him. I did not have the strength. So now, here I am. No shoe, no bite, no dinner, one crooked cape, one headache, one bat-related injury, and a raccoon who no longer feared death. This is not the immortal fantasy they promised me. People always imagine vampires as cool, elegant, seductive, dangerous. Do they ever show this part? Do they show me trying to look scary while picking twigs out of my hair? Do they show me hissing at a shoe? Do they show me losing an argument to wildlife? No, because history is written by liars. But listen, tomorrow night will be better. Tomorrow I will wake on time. Tomorrow the cape will behave. Tomorrow the bat will respect boundaries. Tomorrow I will get my vampire bite. Tomorrow the villagers will tremble. Tomorrow that raccoon will meet justice. Probably. Maybe. Fine. Maybe not the raccoon. He seems connected. Still, I remain a vampire. A powerful vampire. A dangerous vampire. A slightly muddy vampire. But a vampire all the same. So, if your day was bad, remember this. At least you did not get humbled by your own cape, insulted by a stranger, attacked by a bat, outrun by villagers, and robbed by a raccoon in one single evening. That would be embarrassing. Not that I would know. Now close the curtain, blow out the candle, and if anyone asks, this never happened. Because if one person says, oh, poor little vampire had a rough day, I will absolutely bite them. Out of principle. Not because I'm emotional. Mostly.